Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome back to the PokeMMO stream recap. Another beautiful day of playing some PokeMMO. I'm going to be mostly focused on shiny hunting today. I have some Pokeyen to go collect really quick, though, before we get started on that. And then I do have some events to announce coming up, official PokeMMO events to announce coming up very soon. But first things first, we have a fair bit of Pokeyen to collect. A free juicy little 120k, 60k, and then like 200k. Like 200k, nothing crazy, but about a fair bit of Pokeyen. I'm sure I'll be listing some more stuff today and making some more Pokeyen as well, but I want to focus on shiny hunting. I have a problem with getting distracted and not getting as many encounters as I should per hour, which I'm sure a lot of you guys suffer from as well. Let's just go ahead and start getting encounters right away, and then we'll keep talking. So, there's a lot of catch events. For those who don't know, in Pokemon, there's community events every single week, usually 3 to 4, multiple events a week, right? So coming up, for example, on April 12th, guys, tomorrow. This is tomorrow, April 12th. If you're watching the stream recap, it's actually today. It is at 3 p.m. ET. So if you're watching the stream recap quickly, there's a good chance the event is not over yet. So go check it out. There's a Beartic catch event, Beartic and Vanillish, I assume over in Unova, over at Dragon Spiral Tower in Unova at 3 p.m. ET. That's my time zone, so I shout it out. With nature bonuses, species bonuses, if you want to check out the details, it's all over on the official events page on the PokeMMO forums, as well as a chance to win a shiny Cubchoo. I think the coolest part about events in PokeMMO is there's a chance to win shiny Pokemon. Really good IV shiny Pokemon. This is a 3x31 or whatever IVs you want to select, plus 3x28. So you can get yourself a 3x31 plus 3x28 shiny by winning a catch event. Or just get some RP as well. You make Pokeyen passively when you play catch events, as long as you're like fall swiping Pokeball off the Pokemon you're catching, and then also have a chance at a greater prize. Catch events are amazing. And then we also have a spin to catch event on the 13th of April, which is just a spin to non-shiny 6x31, but keep an eye out for that spin to catch event. It's a fun one. And then the screenshot competition. The secret base screenshot competition ends on the 14th. So this is coming to a close in the next 3 days or so. And there's a shiny Sableye up for grabs, simply for the beauty of a beautiful screenshot and actually keeping an eye on that. So make sure to check those out. Those are, if you want to stay up to date on PokeMMO events, always checking the official events page on the PokeMMO forums is the best way to do so. I try to shout them out whenever possible, and I will try to work on that. But welcome to the stream recap. Let's get some frillish encounters. How are we doing today, boys? Here, someone just said in chat, I've developed a bunch of capital. Is there anything I should invest into right now? I'm gonna be super. I mean, you could always invest in Pokemon, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's not as foolproof or safe outside of event season. You could make investments. You could prepare for things ahead of Shiny Wars. You could try to make some guesstimate calls, like what maybe the possible summer update will be with the VGC coming around the corner. Maybe you want to factor in that. But in my opinion, like, just waiting for event season is the easiest thing. It's really like, as long as you are patient during event season and wait for the bottom out price. The hardest part is predicting what the bottom out price will be. But for example, I bought 700 lucky red envelopes. I mean, what was the price on these? I have to go check exactly, but let's see what they are now. I've gained a lot of profit on these, a stupid amount of money. And it's just not even, it's just dumb. It's dumb that I can make this amount of money without even doing anything, but by making an investment. It is kind of silly. I bought 789. I think I sold off some of them. I bought 700 of them for 46,000 Pokeyen. They are now worth around 68,000 Pokeyen a piece. That is a total gain of 47%. I gained 17 million Pokeyen by buying these. If I were to go sell these now, I'd have to sell them over time. Like, it'd probably take like a month or so, 1 month to sell them all. But I bought these in February when the Lunar New Year event was happening. The fact that I can make 17 million Pokeyen by just spending yen and sitting on my ass and shiny hunting. Investments are how you develop any sort of insane wealth in PokeMMO. I don't know if it's possible to ever reach 1 billion Pokeyen by simply grinding. I think you have to make investments. But I really recommend being patient and waiting for investments in event season. It's hard to go wrong with event season. Event season, like, sealed product reaches the bottom out. Now, don't go buying everything willy-nilly. Don't go buying, 50% in 2 months is nuts. It's insane. It's insane. And this happens like a fair bit in event season in PokeMMO still. We're seeing less opportunity for investments, but we're still seeing a shit ton, you know? Because as people get smarter and learn more about, like, they should invest in PokeMMO, more people are investing, and that makes it harder to, that makes lowers profit margins, right? But a lot of people don't have the patience for it. A lot of people get into investing in, like, the Halloween event, for example, and then by the time the Christmas event rolls around, they don't have any more Pokeyen, so they just sell out of all of their Halloween investments at, like, a loss or a very small gain. And then, like, you're not actually doing anything then, right? You never want to be that because it's not investing, it's like impatience, right? Don't be that person who invests in Halloween event, sells to buy the Christmas stuff, and then you buy the Christmas event, and then you sell for the Lunar New Year event. Like, no, buy your stuff, sit on it for at least, if you're not willing to sit on stuff for at least 2 years, I don't recommend investing in PokeMMO. Generally, you have faster turnaround times than that, but you have to bunker down for the worst case scenario. If you want to make investments in PokeMMO, I would wait until Shiny Wars is around the horizon. We get like quick flips with like maybe fossils, but generally long-term investments, I recommend waiting for event season. That's really important, but I would just wait, which is a long way. It's like October. It's a long way away, but use that your Pokeyen to make more Pokeyen and then utilize it when event season comes around. If someone asked about Darkrai, I don't use it for anything, so you know what? We'll summon it for content for people who don't know. So Darkrai, you keep this Darkrai summoning, or you cannot get this anymore. It only comes around during Halloween, okay? It was one of the most controversial updates I've ever seen in Pokemon history. I don't think I've ever seen more people be upset about it. They were not happy with this. But as you can see, why is my IVs are terrible. Did they get reset? I'm not sure what happened. I don't know. Maybe I never fixed it. But here's my Darkrai, for example. Darkrai, timid nature. It's EV trained. You had to like EV train. It's like I put like special moves on and stuff, but I can only have it for 2 hours. After 2 hours, this Darkrai despawns. Now, I personally wasn't opposed to this. I think it's cool. I think the ability to have like a really specific, powerful Uber tier legendary that would be too broken to put in the game normally to be able to own it for 2 hours. I think it's like once every 3 days once you like fully level it up or whatever. I think that's fine. I think it's a cool caveat to allow you to use it for like certain raids. The problem is, and I'm not trying to like discredit players who were frustrated by it, because there's good reason to be frustrated by it. Darkrai has no benefit right now. There is no raid or no piece of content where like Darkrai is best in slot. And that feels really frustrating for players who went out of their way to do all these raids, like work to get the Darkrai, only have it for a little bit of time, and then also it's not even good anywhere. Now, my argument is it'll be good in the future. People just get too, in my opinion, short-sighted when it comes to MMOs. MMOs are so omega long-term, right? They are trying to, and the Pokemon devs have always planned for the future. They are trying to balance, my guess is Darkrai for future raids. They don't want it to be where Darkrai is best in slot at every raid. He's so broken, but they probably do want to be best in slot somewhere, you know? So we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. But yeah, this was definitely the most, and I understand Pokemon is about catching them all, right? People don't like to not be able to permanently own their Pokemon. That's why in a Nuzlocke, it's a big punishment to release your Pokemon after it like dies, right? People hate not being able to permanently own their Pokemon. And I think that's understandable. That's a fundamental part of Pokemon that PokeMMO is breaking with the Darkrai thing. So I understand a lot of the criticism and skepticism. There's a lot of like visceral hatred when it happened. We're way past it now. I think the community is chilled out. But there's really good critiques of Darkrai. I like summoning Orb Legendaries personally, but if the community does not like them overall, I don't think the devs are going to spend more time on them in the future. They'd rather just add weaker Legendaries like the Reggie Trios that can be permanently owned. They have discussed, this is a while ago, but I'll repeat the information people probably forgot, or maybe weren't there, which is super fair. Rach did once say that Mew and Victini are, I think, the next like legendaries they're looking to add. They talked about how Mew and Victini would be permanently ownable legendaries, possibly, maybe one day. Okay, it's not guaranteed, but it was talked about by one of the devs, so that's an important factor to keep an eye out for. All right, fellas, I got myself a Shalpha Check. I'll actually check all the babies as well. This would be like an amazing Shalpha, an amazing shiny. Muna is a single encounter hunt, which is a little bit difficult, so I'm gonna go check all the Munas as well, and then we'll head back to Frillish in a quick sec. I'm sure no shiny, we run. We don't care about it, even though it's male. What's a slept-on shiny Pokemon? I can give you a few. I mean, Jellicent, boring answer, but true. Maractus is probably one of the most slept-on shiny Pokemon. Other slept-on shiny mons off the top of my head. I feel like Snubble doesn't get hunted enough. Over in Johto gave it a new spot. I feel like Tauros and Miltank still aren't hunted enough in Johto, but they're kind of tough shunts in Johto with the split they have now. They've got a Maractus. Maractus is a really, it's like a ×3 Leppa shunt, so it's kind of out of the way and forgotten about. Really, really pretty shiny. Really beautiful. Druddigon is you either love it or you hate it. But it's a ×5 horde. It's ×5 horde close enough to a PC. It's a totally free shiny hunt. 100% chance of Druddigon. I love shiny Druddigon. I love it. It's a love it or hate it thing, but I love it. Yeah, some quick numbers to throw out about egg hunting and Pokemon, how difficult it is and how beautiful it is that it's difficult. I said, like, if someone told me there were 8,000 encounters dry, I'd be like, you know, I wish you the best of luck, but you're just getting started. If someone told me there were 8,000 eggs dry, I'd be like, oh, you get it. You're fucking deep. You're deep in that hunt, you know? The difference is crazy. If you were to shiny hunt 12 hours a day, okay? If you were to egg for 12 hours a day, you would get about 800 encounters per hour. Because you have to hatch, you have to spend 1 hour making the eggs, 8 hours hatching, and then multiple more hours ditto box buying and like sorting and stuff like that. So you get like 800 encounters per day. If you now, if you were like multitask, sure, but like if you just make the eggs and hatch a batch, 12 hours a day, 800 encounters, okay? If you were to shiny hunt ×5 hordes for 12 hours a day, it's 12,000 encounters. Same hours of work, 12 hours a day of playing, 12,000 hours versus 800. That's how insanely severe the difference is of a rare shunting in PokeMMO versus ×5 hoarding. Yo, quick question. In the Lunar New Year event, what do you need to get in the top 50? Like, what are the ranks based on? Great question. It's based on the, what's it called? The Abundant Shrine mini game, which is kind of like a survival, like wave survival-based Pokemon mini game, where you select certain Pokemon, are given certain moves and resources, like the ability to heal only a certain amount of time, and you basically have to, like, be the Pokemon and go through this dungeon and fight as many Pokemon as you can until you die. And there's like boss waves every few waves or so. And it's really as the person who lasts the longest. Now, the people who are getting top 50, you get a really unique like in-game vanity. To my knowledge, the runs, it's really difficult to be top 50. I'm pretty sure it's usually like 12+ hour runs. Like it is people who are in the same run for like 12 to 16 hours. It's an all day. I mean, think about it. I know it sounds, you're aiming to be top 50 in the world at something. It doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be like an all day thing, you know? So yeah, if you want to be top 50 in the world for that in PokeMMO, it's a lot. It's a grind. It's difficult. It's challenging, but it's really rewarding. And we get a lot of Pokeyen as well. Is it still going? No, that is during the Lunar New Year event. It's called the Abundant Shrine. I've always said I'm surprised they don't have something like the Abundant Shrine all year round. It is literally like the dungeon type of PokeMMO content they've always talked about. And I think people want. It's you don't even need. You don't even read resources to grind it. You only need to get to the 4th gym badge, and then you can go into it. It's very fun. It's strategic. It's challenging. It's rewarding. It's a lot. It's not like brain dead to grind, which is the tough part. It's difficult, but that's what makes it so cool. You know, it's engaging gameplay. Hey, Patrouski, do you ever think they'll increase the amount of people that can join a team in PokeMMO? So it's a good question. It's honestly like really, really discussed right now in Team Mr. and like in a lot of the more popular teams in PokeMMO. So Team Mr. is constantly full at 150 out of 150 members, as you can see right here. And we have like a backlog of people like applying. Like it's very, very, very full. A lot of people just socially view Team Mr. as the best shiny hunting team in PokeMMO. I think there's, you know, a lot of the best hunters in there. You know, we do really well in events, yada, yada, yada. Not objectively, if you disagree, that's totally fine. A lot of people get really heated when I say, like, I personally think it's the best team. I think the average person thinks it's the best team, but some people disagree with that. That's totally fine. It's hard to quantify that. But it's the most popular team for sure. We have tons of people that want to get in, but only 150 people can be in the team. So to invite someone else, we have to kick someone else, which is not something we want to do or like to do. We only end up kicking people who have been inactive. I think the rule is it's changed over time, and I'm no longer involved in that process. But for a while, it was like they had to be inactive for like 3 months. Like it was like if you were inactive for enough months of time, we could kick you to invite someone else. That was the rule, right? Now, does raising the number of players allowed in a team just solve that problem?
Not really, because it's a lot to manage, dude. I can speak as someone who co-led a team back in like 2014 called EBH or 8-Bit Heroes. I co-led that team. I wasn't even like the only leader, right? And that team at its peak probably had like 30 to 60 players. And that felt like a ton. Like, I can't imagine what it takes to, it's a full-time job, to manage 150 players, host events, manage quarrels. Like, in any team, there's going to be drama, there's going to be quarrels, there's going to be disagreements. Like, not everybody, we have 150 people. The odds are not everybody's going to like everybody. That's how it goes, right? I think, yeah, I feel like we would go to 2.5 Pro. I think I could see the number getting increased to 200, maybe 300, but that feels kind of insane. You have to think about how much it is to manage for the captain. I think that's really what it comes down to. And if you want to have, I think I could see it being up to 200. That's fine. I think the friends list should be upped. Your friends list, you can only have like 100 friends in PokeMMO, which is like, I mean, a fair amount, but like, I would really like to see that number be higher, right? I can't add all the people I need to talk to in PokeMMO for sure. Like, unironically, it's a problem. Yeah, the friends list is I think step one versus the team. Most people don't, I think Team Mr. is the only team that is like permanently full. I'm sure there's other teams that reach full status, but like Team Mr. is constantly fighting for space. It's one of our biggest problems. I don't think it's as big of a problem for most teams. I think we have other priorities we'd work on first, if that makes sense. I think friends list and then some sort of guild hall, or we either need to increase, I know Auk's been discussing this, the leader of Team Mr. We either need to increase the amount of players allowed on one channel or do something about a guild hall. It's been a real big problem for Team Mr. Every time we host an event, we can't get everybody on the same channel. If we do like a draft or like some sort of like picking teams for a shiny war, we literally cannot get everybody on the same channel because we have so many people playing that the servers can't support. And then so we either need to increase the amount of players around on a channel, increase the server capacities, or I don't know if that really matters, or just I would love a guild hall. I think a guild hall for Team Mr. everyone to go to hang out at, meet. And you could probably do a guild hall and then have that area that like a instanced area that other people can't access, and that it's like you could have an unlimited player cap there because the max would be 150, right? So that player cap solves your server cap as well if you build a guild hall, right? I would love to see a guild. A guild hall would be beautiful to like. I know that Team Mr. would spend so much Pokeyen pimping out the guild hall. If there was you could spend 100K or $1 million to build portraits or paintings or just decorate the guild hall, I would dump so much money into that for the team. Like, that would be so fun. So guild hall is something that's been discussed in the community for a long time. I don't know if the PokeMMO devs, if that's even on their radar. I don't know what's that on the priority list, but it's a cool discussion. What's the strat to prevent shiny rolls from teleporting? Arena Trap. It's a really good, quick question. Arena Trap allows you to trap any Pokemon, any shiny. If you're shiny hunting them on with teleport, always you could just have a level 100 Arena Trap Pokemon in the back. You just switch to it as soon as you get a shiny, and there you go. Yeah, block works. There's other things that can work, but Arena Trap is just so easy. Alrighty, fellas, that's gonna mark 20,000 encounters and also be the end of the stream. I will be live tomorrow on Saturday, and I might even do the catch event if it lines up, which will be a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching as per normal, as per usual. Like the stream if you enjoyed it, dislike if not. Subscribe on YouTube for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day regarding PokeMMO, and then I stream on Twitch, usually Monday through Thursday. This week is a little different. Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET is when we start, and we go for as long as I want to that day. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel financially, you can do so. Link to down below. YouTube membership. You guys know the drill. Just have a great day. Play PokeMMO. Good luck on your shunts. Have fun. Play the games you enjoy. Do the things you enjoy in those games. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Reno. Yo, Patrouski here, and I wanted to thank you personally for watching the video until the very end. I really, really appreciate that. And if your name is on this list, thank you to the moon and back, because you allow me to even make these videos by supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.